Hello there, how are you doing? Joe Barnes here, and welcome to another phenomenal episode of Make It Happen Monday. Now, before I start today's episode, I just want to say, please, if you have any comments or feedback that you want to have a chat with me about, then do please comment below this video. I love talking to you. I love chatting to people about these episodes and about your thought processes of what I'm saying on these episodes. So I'd love to hear from you. Come and comment below this video, but please be nice. Be nice, because today I'm talking about dealing with trolls. In other words, dealing with, where trolls came from. Didn't it come from Billy Goat Gruff and the trolls? Were they called trolls underneath the bridge? Anyway, I'm not sure where the name troll came from, but it is a person who is going to be incredibly negative towards you on something you've done, on a blog post, on a video, for instance, on a social media post, whatever. And the fact of the matter is if you stick your head above the parapet, you are going to get fired at. In fact, I have to say that I have never seen so much nastiness and meanness and downright absolute just horrible comments from people as I have seen on social media. It's blown my mind sometimes what I actually see people put, and it's sad. It's really sad, and it's not so bad for us grown-ups because I think we're a bit longer in the tooth and we can probably take it a bit more, but for the kids, for the teenagers, for the youngsters, oh my gosh, you know, I really feel for them. So it's a critical thing that we need to learn how to deal with. It's something that I'll certainly be talking at great lengths with my 9-year-old as she gets older, because no doubt she's going to deal with it, and I don't want her to be negatively affected by it, and neither should you. Absolutely not. So I want to start with a little story. When I first came online many moons ago, and it was in my first couple of years, I'd had a semblance of success. I think I'd launched my first course, and I was out there, I was getting a bit of a name for myself, and a guy approached me with a piece of software that he wanted me to use. I was doing stuff to do with Facebook and fan pages and things like that at the time, and he approached me. Do you know what? I can't even remember his name now, but he approached me with some software. He was a really nice guy. We had a couple of chats, I think on Skype and stuff like that. Absolutely great, but I didn't want to use his software. I had some software I was using. I wasn't really, you know, that impressed with what his was doing, and I was super nice about it and just said, look, I really appreciate it, thank you very much, but I don't really want to use it. And the reason he wanted me to use his software is because he felt that by giving me his software, I would tell everybody about it and that he would get that extra exposure to my community and my audience. Which, to be honest with you, I would have given him anyway. You know, I've always been very generous in my accolades of people who've done things around me. So, you know, I had no hesitation in being able to go out and tell people what he was doing and what he was up to anyway. But before it got to that, the minute I said I didn't want to use his software, he started trolling me around the internet. I mean, everywhere I went, he was there putting really nasty comments. He sent people messages. He was writing nasty stuff all over my Facebook posts. He was telling people I was a scam artist. I was going to rip them off. All this kind. I remember literally being in tears. You know, I was so upset. It was my first sort of foray in online marketing, and there was this guy just completely crucifying me at every single opportunity, and it was really upsetting. And there really was not much I could do about it. Anyway, eventually he disappeared. Eventually he got bored, and he just disappeared. You know, I started to ignore him, and he just disappeared. And lo and behold, a year or so later, I saw a post where I think he'd done some kind of program or course, and he'd ripped everybody off, and he'd taken their money and he'd run, and off he'd gone. And it didn't surprise me. He was totally that kind of character. But since then, I have had the odd run-in. You know, I'm out there, I'm making videos. Some people love them, some people hate them. You can't please everybody. And so I've had people who have come and told me that I'm a load of rubbish, or I've had really rude emails, or I've had negative comments, blah, blah, blah. And years ago, when I first started online, I remember I wanted to answer everybody. I wanted to justify every action. I wanted to go back to every comment and say, no, you have me wrong. I'm not that person. I'm not a scam artist. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to rip you off. I wanted to to make them believe who I was. I wanted them to see my integrity and to know that, you know, out of everything I was doing, it came from good intentions, blah, blah. That, you know, that's naivety talking. Today, delete is your friend. Delete, 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 delete. You don't have to justify yourself on social media. If somebody comes to you and attacks you on your page, on your blog, on your site, on your video, on your whatever, for attacking you's sake, for just being nasty and miserable and a horrible person, then bomb them off, is what I say. Now, if somebody's coming to you and giving you constructive criticism on your business or your approach or something, and you feel that they've dealt with it in a mature and effective manner and it's helping your business, even though it's a criticism, then absolutely justified and fine. Take it on the chin, deal with it, approach it well, be a good business person, take that feedback. It's great feedback, it's going to help you grow. But if somebody comes on and they are just being mean for mean's sake, delete, block, take no prisoners is the answer, all right? Don't take any of it. Don't respond, don't help them out, don't justify, don't try and tell them why you're all right. Just delete, get rid, boom, gone. You don't need it. And in this day and age, what makes it great is you can block them. I had a guy the other day that came onto one of my Make It Happen Monday videos, and excuse the, I'm going to say a bad word here, I just want to put that out there. I don't swear, but he put, what a load of bollocks, okay? And I thought, okay, fine, you don't like my stuff, fair enough, delete, block, end of. I mean, that wasn't really a troll, that was very, very light, to be honest with you, but I didn't want that on my page, I don't want people putting that. So, you know, he's entitled to his opinion, I don't want it, delete, block. You can do it on Facebook, delete, block. You can do it on every social media site now, delete, block, okay? So don't give them a second chance. If somebody comes and gives you hell, delete, block, and mentally move on. Move on. You're not going to please everybody. You're not going to make everybody happy. So just move on, all right? There are nasty, miserable, grim, unhappy people on the internet, you know, in the world. There are these people. And you don't need that negative energy in your life, okay? You don't need these people around you. You are going places. You are doing things. You are making things happen. So delete and block is your friend. So your challenge for this week, should you choose to accept it, is number one. If somebody ever comes and trolls you, okay, if anybody comes, delete and block. That's it. And move on. No, step 2 and step 3, move on and make it happen. That's it. I hope that today has been useful, especially if you're currently being trolled. I do hope that today has been useful. And please just remember at all times, you are totally awesome. If you are out there rocking it and you are getting criticism, it means you're doing something. It means you're making things happen. It means you're making a difference, okay? So you are awesome. And just keep on being you. Just keep on being awesome. Thanks for watching. Do please come and have a chat with me below this video. Be nice, be nice. And have an awesome and fantastic week. As always, make it happen, and I'll see you next week. Take care, bye-bye.